Hey, what's up? This is Kev Castle of the Castle and Chicky Podcast Adventure Show. You're listening to the Rational Rage Network. Of course you are. You know what's good.
This edition of the Rational Rage Podcast is brought to you by Z Apollo Photography. If you're in the tri-state area, but not limited to New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, ladies and gentlemen, ZApollophotography.com. Book a shoot today.
Λοιπόν, σήμερα έχω και έτσι να ξεσκίσω. Εγώ είμαι και θα μείνω number one στην Ελλάδα.
What's up, Jimmy?
What's cracking, bro? Good afternoon. It's
Good
just
afternoon, brother.
it's good morning for me, but it's nice and cool, man. It's cold for once over here, man. I'm wearing a sweater, which is rare, but I'm cool, man. How's New York, brother?
New York is lovely, man. You know, I'm actually thinking about going to the beach as soon as we finish recording this, man. Yeah, man. My favorite time, man. You know, I love going in the late afternoon for the sunset, man. That's the best time to go. Sit down, crack open a beer or two, and just watch that bitch go down. You know, but speaking about going down, bro, you had a fucking mosquito go down on you. You were telling me, man. What the fuck happened there?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. My balls are itchy, and not because I don't wash them. All right.
Man, you got stung, huh, man? You got bit?
Dude, I'm not kidding, man. I'm it feels like a mosquito bite. It's itchy as hell, bro. And
Well, have you examined the fucking jewels or no?
yeah, well, obviously this is embarrassing, bro. Obviously I have, but you know what, man? With this weather, you get a lot of mosquitoes, bro. A lot of mosquitoes.
The only reason why I brought that up, man, is because when you told me about that, man, it reminded me of my cousin, dude. Now, you know, you got bit by a mosquito, man. My cousin got bit by a fucking centipede.
Oh yeah, you've told me that in the
same
past. Oh,
I did, right?
Yeah, you did.
I did,
Not
huh?
on the air, but off the air. But yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
That would have been swollen,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, they swelled up to like that kangaroos, man, you know.
Bro, my balls
That
hurt
you
now.
showed me.
Ah, man.
No, but you know, some of that good old island remedy, you know, supposedly my grandmother, I don't know how this happened, but she took that centipede, supposedly the same one that bit him. She put him in a bottle of alcohol. I'm not sure how long she left him in there, and then she used that alcohol for him to apply to it, and it went away, supposedly, whatever it did to him. Yeah.
Grandmas always know, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself for all of you who are new. My name is Spiro. I am the host of the Rational Rage Podcast, and with me, as always, is the one and only, the Thunder from Down Under, the man of multiple identities. Ladies and gentlemen,
God.
Jimmy T,
But you might as well call me the mosquito from now on too, bro.
the mosquito. Oh,
The
shit,
mosquito, bro. The mosquito. Or the mosquito, however you want to call, whatever you want to call
the
it,
mosquito.
man. Because
Itchy
fuck,
balls.
Itchy. Hey, maybe you can call me itchy balls too, but you know what, man? Hopefully that fucking stops in shortly. You know what I mean? Because it's fucking annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what, man? I think balls. I think balls is the fucking theme today, you know, because looking around me, man, I'm looking, you know, over here in the great old US of A, but I'm looking around the world and I see people on social media and just everything going on in general throughout every form of communication, whether it's the web, physical, whatever, man. Fucking men. Where are all the fucking men? There seems to be a lack of fucking testosterone, a lack of balls, brother.
Bro, that's
You
a great
know?
point. That's a great point. Where are the men? Because they're missing in all sorts of things, not just in society, but even in sport, bro. I just feel like we
Right.
don't have men anymore. Is it the food? Is it the testosterone? You know how I was showing you about that men's health pills that I was taking, the multivitamin
The
pills?
black balls or something.
Yeah, the black Moors, right?
Oh,
Multivitamin.
black Moors, right?
Right,
Moors.
right. Not black
Right.
balls. But in saying that, the reason why I bring that up is because it's even got testosterone in it. You know what I mean? I mean, as you can
Listen,
tell, I'm
man.
pretty hairy, bro. So, I'm pretty sure I've still got quite a bit of
You know
testosterone
what,
in
man?
me.
It's so fucking funny because testosterone, okay, we're going to get into the other stuff, but scientifically speaking now, listen, I'm no expert. I'm not a nutritionist. But I read a few things, and there's certain foods you can take to boost your testosterone. There's certain things that you can eat and drink that, boost the estrogen levels in men, like fucking beer. We love beer, bro. Man,
right.
you and me both.
Right. Don't tell me.
This isn't an episode of the Rush Hour, but I don't know if people can hear the fucking cars racing back and forth in the background. I'm out in the open here because this is the only way that I can record these days. But here's the thing, man. When you reach a certain age, your testosterone level naturally drops.
Right. That's true.
Hence why even if we work out and all that, we still get the fucking guts and the man tits and other things. Our legs kind of fucking shrink.
That's true. They actually do, man.
But bro, I'm wondering if this is something else, if there's something else to it, because I love me my fucking beer, okay? And beer is supposed to push estrogen through your body. It raises the fucking levels,
I didn't know
which
that.
makes no sense because real men drink beer.
Right.
Okay? I mean, that's just it. And no, I'm not trying to say that if you don't drink, you ain't cool. I'm not saying that at all. All right. But, guys like you and me like to fucking, do manly things, decapitate a motherfucker, skin the fucking thing, and drink our beer out of the fucking skulls of our fallen fucking enemies, right?
Right. No doubt about it. But now that you've said that, which I never knew about, you're going to pull me off fucking beer now, bro. That's not good, bro.
Listen, brother, but the point that I was trying to make with that is, with all the beer that you and me drink, I'm not seeing the lack in fucking testosterone, man, because my energy level is through the roof.
Right. Me
I
too.
work a physically demanding job, and I'm a machine twice or more over than guys half of my age here.
No doubt about it, bro. I mean, shit. I mean, I can.
So is there something more to it? That's my fucking question. Is there something more to it? Is it a mental thing? Is it just that most men these days are just submitting themselves to, modern day social bullshit?
Well, first of all, that can't fucking raise the estrogen levels, right? Just by social bullshit. I hear also, though, that chicken, if you eat a lot of chicken, that fucking raises the estrogen levels too, bro, and gives you bitch tits. But in saying that, man, I don't know what's going on, man. It could be the fucking, all the foods we're eating, because, a lot of this shit is processed, let's be honest, right? I didn't know beer fucking is a cause to it. Now, that just threw me off. Man, it's got to be the water, even not literally, but something's in the water, right? I mean, it's got to be causing this, man. I mean, I think rapidly we're getting way more estrogen and less fucking testosterone, bro. I mean, something's up, man. There's got to be more to it, I think. I mean, there's got to be.
I don't know, man. It just seems like most men these days are more willing to succumb and submit to their female masters and, society as a whole. The fucking term toxic masculinity comes to mind. But,
Right.
What is toxic masculinity? What these people are calling toxic masculinity is what helped free America, is what helped win many wars against fucking tyrants.
Right.
It's what keeps men motivated, competitive. And let me tell you something, man, that's part of the problem, is that people are trying to remove the competition aspect from a lot of things in life, whether it's professionally, whether it's in schools and shit. It's like, in my opinion, there should never be honorable mention. There should be a first place. And I get it. You want to have a second and third place. Fine. But there shouldn't be a fucking honorable mention. Because it's like, you not only did not win the fucking top spot to be champion, you couldn't even make it to face the guy that won the fucking the fucking championship. And if you would have lost, you would have at least gone down to the best competitor.
Right.
But you couldn't even qualify for a spot to win third place. So here we are, we're just fucking patting you on the back and giving you a fucking ribbon so that you don't go home and fucking slice your fucking wrist and shit.
Right. And unfortunately,
and I'm not trying to make light of fucking suicide, but it's like a lot of people, man. It's like, it's like the end of the world. They handle things very badly, man. And I'm sorry to keep going off on a rant and, not giving you the chance to say anything. But I want to say is that what I'm seeing in a lot of children too, and young teens and young adults, and even fucking people our age, man. These days, a lot of people just are not handling stress well. They're not handling situations right. They're not handling life. They can't handle fucking life anymore. So my question to you is, do you think everything that I'm talking about is connected in some way?
I think it is, dude. I mean, you're right. Especially when it comes to life and what you said about first, second, and third. Why do we need a second and third, right? But yeah, man, look, you're right. People definitely can't handle life like it used to be, especially back, our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation. That was the last real time where, there was men, bro. There was actually real men. Today's generation, I hate to say it, man, like everyone's a bunch of bitches, man, including the males. I mean, not everybody, clearly, right? Not every single person. But man, society these days are just everyone's weak, bro. Everyone's weak-minded. Like you said, if you don't get acknowledged for fucking coming second or third, I'm going to fucking slash my wrist. You know what I mean? It's bad, bro. Whatever's going on in society right now and the way people think and just everything in general, man. It's happening worldwide, man. It's not just in the States. It's happening here too. We've got issues, man. We've got serious issues. And I mean, I hope this shit fucking changes eventually. I mean, otherwise we're fucked.
No, absolutely, man. We definitely are fucked, I think, as a society, as a fucking human race, as a species. But let's break this down. My daughter, she could be a competitive kid.
Right.
And, that's good. I want her to be. I want her to fight for everything because, whether it's a fucking paycheck, whether it's a title, whether it's a promotion, it just doesn't feel as right, doesn't taste as good, that victory, as when you fight for it, man.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But, my daughter loves karate. She likes sports. If she doesn't win or, if she comes in second, third or something, I just tell her, listen, you'll do better next time. Train harder,
No doubt, man.
But, I don't go and I ask the fucking coaches and the judges and whoever runs the damn event. I'm like, hey, isn't there something you can give my fucking kid here so that they can feel special, so that they can feel, because at the end of the day, they're all winners, right? No, bitch, they're not all fucking winners. Your fucking kid lost. Get over it, okay? Their fucking prize is that hopefully they realize the mistakes they made, okay? They make the fucking necessary adjustments, then they can come back next time and do better. Right. That's their fucking prize.
I agree, and I'm glad you brought that up because I don't know if this is a problem in the States, but here, in competitive sports, especially for kids, say under 15 below, right? From 15s to fucking 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, right? Especially in team sports even, right? You see fucking parents end up fighting each other, bro, on the sidelines because of their fucking kids. Because just say a soccer game, okay, for example, one of their kids gets fucking tackled, like slide tackled, right? Then you got the parents fucking complaining and fucking saying all sorts of shit. Next thing you know, there's fights. This shit is a fucking problem down here, bro. It happens all the time, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that's a thing in the States, but it is here, bro. It is, man. It is? All right, well...
every now and then in the news it comes out, whether it's up in the Bronx at a baseball game or a fucking game in Brooklyn or something, it doesn't matter, man. There's always something. But listen, man, I can appreciate the fucking passion, and that's awesome. Man, you want to bring that fire, you want to bring that passion, you want it to rub off on your kid, but you want it to rub off in a way that it makes them a better competitor.
Right.
You lose a game, you lose a fight. You know what, man? Pick yourself up, lick your wounds, shake the motherfucking winner's hand, and move on. Go back to the drawing board, okay?
Right, no doubt, man.
So, when it comes to that, man, I think it sets a bad example I don't think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think we should be setting a better example for our children. But again, man, you know, when it comes to our kids, the problem with a lot of parents and fucking grandparents are probably the biggest offenders of this.
Oh.
Nowadays, parents want to remove every single little obstacle out of their children's way. And that's a big mistake. You know, you need to let your kid figure things out. You want to guide them. You want to teach them. You don't want to do everything for them. Okay. I know kids that can't even tie their own shoes and they're 6 years old.
Come on, bro. Really? I mean, that does happen. That's true, right? I mean, that's crazy, man.
You know, yeah, but you know, again, it comes down to fucking parents. I can't see little Timmy, you know, struggle or suffer, or I can't see Maria fucking, you know, struggling and, you know, crying. I can't stand seeing my kid crying. I can't stand seeing them cry. Yo, you know what? It's a part of life. Those are growing pains.
Right. No doubt, man.
You know, it builds fucking character, you know, man. It
100.
gives that's early life experience for your child.
100%
Because you know what? The problems only compound and the problems only get worse and bigger, you know. And, you know, if they can't tie their own shoes right now because you feel a certain way about seeing your fucking sweet little angel struggling, then what the fuck are you going to do for them when they got to pay their bills, when they get fired, you know, man? Or, you know, God forbid you fucking croak. And what are you going to do for them then when you're 6 feet under, or if you're cremated or you're dumped at sea and you become fucking shark food and shit? You know, what are you going to do then for them? Who's going to fucking wipe your fucking grown kid's ass then?
Yeah, and you know what, dude? It's true, man, because I know people my age, right? And I'm not kidding, bro, that live at home and still don't know how to even pay a bill, bro. Like, I mean, they don't know how to fucking pay a bill. And I've always said to people, like, in particular, I won't mention names, but I know a person. I go, bro, if your mum fucking died, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be fucked. You don't even know how to fucking navigate through life, let alone how to pay a fucking bill. You know what I mean? Even though they're in denial, they won't, you know, they can't admit that, right? And I get it, but there's a lot of people, man, and unfortunately, it's got to do with a lot of our generation that are parents now that fucking mask their kids, bro. Like, when we were growing up, I'm sure it was the same with you. I'd be outdoors all the fucking time, bro. I'd be riding my bike or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not letting my kid out. Like, forget about it. Like, you know, all this and this can happen and blah, blah, blah. And it's just crazy, bro. Everyone's
I'm glad you brought that up, man.
Right.
I'm really glad you brought that up because, you know, first of all, that's a fact, man. That's just true, you know, man. Back in the days, we'd wake up in the morning, we'd eat our breakfast, we'd leave. We you know, we would either jump on our bikes or we'd just go.
Right, no doubt.
We wouldn't be back until lunch. And sometimes we'd eat lunch at our friend's house, or we'd have, you know, some money to get a slice of pizza maybe, you know. But then, you know, we'd be back, you know, at the end of the fucking day. And we'd come back dirty as fuck with all the germs of the world all over us.
Right.
We'd come back fucking scraped, bruised, and bleeding. And our parents would be like, well, come on in, clean it up. You know, there's Band-Aids there if you fucking need it. Wash up, it's time to eat.
100%.
Nowadays, a kid fucking scrapes its knee, parents want to fucking die, bro. You understand me, bro? And I see this shit within my own fucking family, bro. All right? You know, man, and I look and I'm like, you understand that your kid is going to grow up to be, I don't know, man, useless maybe? Useless?
What?
Hopeless?
Yeah.
If your kid cannot handle a fucking scratch or a fucking scraped knee or a bruised something, what the fuck's it gonna do when it's faced with actual real adversity?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Spiro, because this is another problem. And I'm sure this is happening in the States too. But have you noticed when people get punched these days, bro? Like, when they just get punched, they pretty much become a vegetable half the time, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mean?
Like, I've noticed down here in particular, like me growing up, I got into a lot of fucking fights, man. I've been punched how many times? I split my head when I was 6 years old and had to get stitches, right? And my parents didn't even freak out, right? Well, I was, but they weren't, right? My point is, now I'm seeing a lot of kids. When I say kids, I'm talking about 21 and below, all right? They will get into fights. They get one punch to the head. They become a vegetable, like they become retarded, man, pretty much, from one punch.
Also, so you're saying clinically they're like legitimately in some kind of maybe a vegetative state. Or,
Right, yeah.
you know,
That's exactly what I'm saying, right?
listen, man, you know,
And I feel like that's happening much more now, man, than it used to, you know?
I don't know, man, because okay, you see, when it comes to that, man, there's a few factors that you have to take into account, and I think we actually spoke about this before. But you know, man, you might get punched. You know, you don't see the punch coming. You go down, your head hits the fucking pavement or the
course,
curb.
right.
You know, you don't have much fucking choice.
Right.
You know, and I told you, my fucking cousin, man, fucking not hands of stone, hands of fucking Thor's hammer and shit. Anyways, he punched this one guy and the dude went fucking straight into a coma. I mean, sometimes you just get a fucking bad hit.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I feel like you
right,
hear
of
about
course.
it more, right?
But but you know what, man? Listen, man, I'm not promoting and I'm not trying to tell people that they should get into fucking fights and that they should look for fucking trouble. You know, that you got to get out there so that you can build thick skin. But then again, you know, man, you've been in the streets. I've been in the streets. We've seen our fair shares of fucking street fights, of bare knuckle fucking street fights and shit and whatnot. You know, man, some people just don't grow up in an environment where they have to do that, you know? For us, a lot of the times, a lot of the fights that we got into, it was fucking survival, brother.
Hey, man,
you know?
100%, bro.
Fucking, you know, that's how we guaranteed we would end up going home at the end of the fucking day.
100%, man.
You know?
100%.
But some kids just don't grow up in that type of environment, man. So, you know, I cut them some slack, but there's no excuse, man, like how some of these kids and some of these teens and young adults handle situations, basic everyday situations, man. They fucking can't. They fall apart for everything, man. I see children, whether it's somebody from my family or some friends' kids, fucking young teenagers, they want a cup of water. They want some water. They have to ask their fucking parent.
Oh, come on, bro.
They have to ask their fucking parent to get them some water.
To get water?
Yeah, to get water. They can't do shit for themselves.
God, man.
I shit you not.
That's crazy,
you know?
bro. That's crazy.
Yo,
man.
the other day, I went over to somebody's house and their kid's like 7 or so. And, you know, they're in the bathroom and I hear, Mom. And I'm like, hey, you're a kid, man. Are they okay? What? I'm done. You know, we were talking and they're like, excuse me, I'll be back. Let me go wipe them. I'm like, wipe them?
That's
your fucking kid needs you to wipe their ass? Bro, these are true stories. These are facts. I shit you not, ladies and gentlemen. This is fucking society these days.
Bro, I'll tell you one thing, man. When I was 7, I was wiping my own ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't calling out for my mum or my dad or whatever the fuck, man. That's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what to tell you about that, man. That's fun.
When I was 7 years old, man, you know, listen, man, you know, I had a mother that took great care of me.
Of course, right.
But at 7 years old, man, I was taking care of myself too, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I didn't need anybody to wipe my ass. I would even make my own meals at times. If I got hungry during the fucking day and I was home, I would make my own meals, you know? I mean, I would come home from school. My mom would be more than happy to make me something to eat, but sometimes I would just go straight to the fridge, to the cupboard. I would throw a pan on the damn stove. I'd cut up some onions because I used to love eating grilled onions, fried onions and shit.
At 7 years old.
Yeah, so I would do that. I would do that for myself.
Yeah, I'll admit, at 7, I wasn't frying nothing, bro. You know what I mean?
No,
I wasn't
listen,
making
man,
sandwiches.
What I'm doing is I'm giving people an example of how if you give your child the opportunity, they may surprise you. They may surprise you. They may exceed your expectations. 9 times out of 10, they will. But you got to stop fucking babying them, okay? You got to stop fucking coddling them, all right? Stop removing every single fucking obstacle that comes their way. That's their early life experience. They're building there. They're building character. They're problem solving. They're growing up, for fuck's sake, okay? Growing up is a long process. Let it take its course. All right.
100% agree with you, man. I'll tell you something, bro. When I used to play soccer as a junior, okay, I'm talking about when I was like 12 even. I didn't even want my parents there to watch me play. I didn't even want them there, man. Like, legit. I just didn't want, I don't know why. It was more like I just didn't want them to be there. You know what I mean? I felt better, like, on my own. You know what I'm saying? That's a true story. And they used to hate that, but I'm like, nah, I feel like...
What do you think that is, though? What do you
I
think
don't know,
that
bro.
was?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Did your father give you a hard time if you
Not really,
messed
bro.
up a play or something?
No, he didn't, man. I don't know. I just felt, I don't want to say embarrassed, bro. You know when you're young, you know what I mean? When you're, I know it sounds fucked, but like, you know how there's a stage where kids get embarrassed, like of their parents being around. Do you know what I mean? Maybe
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
yeah.
I guess it's that, which is wrong, right? But as a kid growing up, you just get like that, man. I just felt better when they went around. I felt like if they were around, like I wouldn't be able to concentrate on my game properly. You know what I mean? At that age.
Two things about that. First of all, you know, it could have been that subconsciously you were afraid to maybe disappoint him, maybe, or
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
It could have been, but the thing is, I was a decent player, so it wasn't even that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
But you're probably right. I can't explain it, man. It was just more, I guess, because of other parents being around and shit like that. I just didn't want them. You know how Greek parents are, right, man? You know,
Oh, yeah.
they'll be screaming on the side. It just used to just throw me off, man. I just didn't like it, you know? I didn't even want to get fucking praised, bro. Like, even that. I didn't even need to hear, well done, good on you, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? The one thing I hate the most, if you play like shit and then your parents are still telling you, you done well, blah, 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 but you know you didn't. Like, you know, some kids love that shit. Me personally, growing
Nah,
up,
fuck that shit.
yeah,
bro.
I didn't like
You know,
that
man,
shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So
You gotta give your child an honest assessment of what you saw, you know, man. Listen, man, you know, the whole father thing, you know, and I think that we need to do a Father's Day special, man,
Oh, for
because
sure.
shout out to the mothers, you know, man. We're not trying to take away the mother's role. At the end of the day, the mother is the backbone of the family in most households.
Right, no doubt.
And, you know, happy Mother's Day. Sorry that we missed that. We couldn't do anything for that due to unforeseen circumstances, but, you know, we're going to try to do something for Father's Day. Now, with my father was, you know, a competitive human being. He would go to my games, whether it was basketball or something or anything I fucking did, he would go, you know, but then he would give me shit, bro. He would give me shit, you know, he would just, his whole thing was, you got to be more aggressive. You got to be, I'm like, yo, I'm blocking everybody's shot here. You know, these fucking kids are running into me thinking they're going to push me out of the way and they're going down.
Right.
But no, it's not enough. You know what, man? He was fucking proud of me. He was proud of me. He just wanted me to, you know, he knew that I could do more and better. And that was his way of saying it. Now, I don't think that's really the best thing to do. You know, man, you want to say, listen, you know what? Do you feel like, you know, if I gave 100%, I mean, if I didn't, tell me, then give me shit for that.
No doubt,
But
right.
if you see your kid giving 100% and they still fail, listen, you know what? You gave it everything you had. You fell short. What didn't you do? Let's talk about that. Because you know what, man? It's not all about, yeah, well, you know, the important thing is that they have fun. You know what? Then why is this a competition?
Right,
why is there a
why?
fucking trophy? Why is there a title? It's a
100%.
competition. It's called a competition. You brought your kid to the tournament. You brought your kid to the competition, to the
Right,
contest. There's a fucking prize, and the prize goes to the winner. You know? Yeah, sure. And again, there will be a second place. There'll even be a third place. But God damn it, man. Do we need an honorable mention? Do we need a fucking, you know, the 8th finalist? No, motherfucker, you're a loser. You lost.
The 8th finalist. Come on, man.
That's fucking it, man. That should be it. There's no fucking question. If you
Bro.
didn't place in the top 3, the bottom line is you didn't win the fucking competition, okay?
100% agree, man.
We're celebrating the 2nd and 3rd place because, damn, you know what, man? Even though they lost, they were good enough to make it to that point. Okay, fine. But then after that, come on, guys. Come on, man.
Hey, this is Baseball Chickie of the Castle and Chickies podcast adventure, and you're tuned in to the Rational Rage Network. So keep on listening.
I agree. You know what it is, Spiro, man? I think personally, parents do this because it's like you said, they're entering their kids into competition, right? Whatever it is, if it's team sports, individual sports, whatever, right? I think it's just it's unfortunately, and I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Unfortunately, parents like to brag about their kids, right? True.
Oh man, dude,
And
don't get me
why,
started on that
right,
because
and-
yes, it is true, but.
That's why they put them into fucking sports. A lot of parents put them there not for the kid, but for their own fucking satisfaction. You know what I'm saying,
Listen,
bro?
man, you know what? We can go in so many different directions and we can make so many different episodes based on what we are talking, because there's a lot that can be broken down and spoken about. But to the point that you're making, the fucking sad thing is that, first of all, part of this whole thing is, aside from competing and winning, you want to build your fucking kids' confidence. You want to boost their confidence. Even in losing, you could find something, something that boosts your confidence, something that, there's a lesson learned. You can still feel good. You gave it your all. I mean, the other person was just better that day.
Right. That's
Use
what it
that,
comes down to, right.
motivate yourself to do better. But on your point about parents, man, the problem is, man, that it's a status thing.
Exactly.
It's a
bro.
status thing. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's what it is.
But bro, I'm telling you, man, there's gonna have to be a part 2 to this show, to this episode, because there's so many different directions, man, that we can go with this. Oh my God, dude. There's a lot of things to this. There's science, there's psychology, there's parenting, there's society, there's a lot of shit, dude. Man,
right,
we
man.
can go many avenues here. There's many routes to fucking take, and chances are, at the end of the day, man, we won't fucking figure this thing out.
Well, no, I think we have.
It will be well worth it, I think,
We'll put it this way: it is definitely status, man, and I can't believe we've already gone for nearly an hour because it doesn't feel like it, man. I won't lie, but
And we haven't even scratched the fucking surface.
right. We definitely need a part 2 about this because it runs deep, man, and it is a status thing. That's what it comes down to. Don't get me wrong; there are parents that are putting their kids through shit for the right reasons, okay? But fucking, let's be real, at least 80% of the time, it's all for themselves, man. You know what I mean? And that's sad, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Sometimes they even put their kids into sports that the kid might not even want to play, man. You know what I mean? They're doing it just because they're living through their kid.
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
That's what it comes down to, man. And it's sad, bro.
You know what gets me too, man, before we call it? You got a lot of parents, they're like, you need to be faster. You need to be stronger. You need to be this. But they won't put the effort into helping that kid achieve that. My mother, let me tell you something, man. I was a decent sprinter. I did track and field for a few years also.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
But dude, my mother got involved, man. All right. She got herself a fucking stopwatch. She took me out, in the nasty streets of Elmhurst, Queens.
So
Okay,
she
you
was
got
coaching you
from
too.
one corner.
Right.
Yeah. So from this corner to the next, go.
That's awesome.
She
right.
would time me. She would time me. And, listen, man, it's on fucking pavement. It's on cement. It's not the
Doesn't
best thing. But,
Right.
Man, what did we know back then? But you know what, man? We were taking it to Rocky level, bro. I wasn't chasing chickens and shit, but, man, it felt like that.
Yeah.
So,
that's cool, man.
dude, I forgot, but I remember that when it came to the day of the competition, man, dude, I fucking blew away every motherfucker, man. We were doing the fucking relay and my team fell back, bro, big time.
No shit.
But when they passed off the baton to me, dude, and I fucking took off and I was catching up to everybody, passing them. Yo, I won the fucking race. It's a team effort, but fuck that. I'm going to say it. I won that fucking race, bro. I even broke the fucking record for that time.
No shit. No shit.
Yeah, I forgot the freaking distance, but it was, I remember it was a 6.6, I think it was, I fucking ran in.
Shit.
I forgot how many meters it was. But yeah, man, the point is you want your kid to do this and be that. And, be better, but you don't want any part of it. You don't want to fucking help them achieve that. You don't want to help her be faster. You don't want to help your fucking sweet little angel, be what you need him to be so that you can have that status and
100.
shit, you know, because that's what a lot of parents are doing these days. Like you said, they put their kids in a fucking sport. The kid doesn't want to play that. The parent makes them play it. You know, it's like this, right? I know somebody. They put their kid in some after school activity that the kid doesn't want to be involved. Nobody likes this kid. Really good kid, but this kid gets bullied a lot. And the parent knows this, but they continue to put them in this. Why? Because in this after school program is where all the fucking high society, high status,
Right,
you know, I don't know why these people are high status. I think this is all self-proclaimed shit, you know.
Right.
But, you know, they want to get in there. They want to, you know, they want to fucking rub elbows with these fucking phony motherfuckers. So they force their kid to not only go partake in an activity they don't want, but they're also subjected to fucking getting bullied and shit by these other fucking rich assholes. And I'm like, I'll tell you what, man, why don't I take you to this after school thing one day and I'll observe and I'll see what happens here, you know? And if anybody is fucking, after seeing me there, is stupid enough to try something, then, you know, I'm probably going to fucking jail that day. But anyways, Jimmy, that's all the time I have for, brother. Let them know where they can find you. We will continue this talk again next week.
Well, yeah, I know, and I want to, because really I've got a lot more to say, Spiro, about this. Is another story I wanted to get out, but I'll wait for the next episode. But you can find me at on Twitter, Facebook, PWC. Just type that on all social media platforms and you'll find us. If you're interested in my music, check out DJ Mass Effects on SoundCloud and Mixcloud. And that's pretty much it, man. I mean, that's my socials. And like I said, man, this is a great subject that we need to dig even deeper with, man. No doubt about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, you can find me on Instagram, The Rational one spelled with a 0. You can also find me, well, find us all on Facebook at The Rational Rage Network. Find us on Twitter, all throughout social media. If you want to send in an email, if you have any comments, any bitch, gripes, and complaints, anything at all you want to bring to our attention, that email is rationalrage.mailbag@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support. Thank you for lending us your ears. And that was a fucking fat boy rolling down the avenue. This has not been the Rush Hour, but definitely the Rational Rage. Ladies and gentlemen, stay alert, stay alive. Rational Rage is over and out.
Peace.
Γιατί εμείς κοίτα να δεις είμαστε καλά παιδιά. Έτσι δεν είναι ρε? Δεν είμαστε καλά παιδιά εμείς οι δυο.